Justin here from ChartSmart Trading. I wanted to take you through the ChartSmart Trading Scanner, why it's so powerful, and why it's going to help you in your trading. Guys, if you've ever been out fishing, there's nothing more frustrating than being out on the water for hours and hours and not finding any fish. All you're doing is wasting your time and wasting diesel. It's really not what you want to do. Rather, the wise thing to do is to use a fish finder. Really, it'll tell us what is the different sizes of the fish down there. We'd make sure it's not a shark. We'll make sure we don't get tangled in the weeds. And we know exactly where to deploy our resources. This is a game changer, guys, and that is exactly why we created the ChartSmart Trading Scanner. It's all about finding fish in the markets, and this is critical. These are trades that not only does the scanner not miss any of the trade setups because it's constantly scanning, but these are trades that I wouldn't know about. These numbers, it's impossible to know this information unless the statistics are being crunched by the software. So this really is all about not just not missing a trade, but actually finding trades that are not commonly available. You can't see these setups without the software, and it looks like a lot of columns of information. Guys, it's really not complicated at all. What we're looking for, these are all the Forex pairs here, there's also the S&P down there, but really what we're looking for is this. Do we have a probable setup out there? Yes, we do. Then I'll go into details in the advanced training, but we're looking at what is the probabilities of success. And there's a couple of other bits and pieces of information here, but really this is what we're looking at here is, should we go to the chart and look for a trade? And yes, at this point, what the scanner is saying is there's a statistically relevant reason to look at a reversion to mean trade here. So what is a reversion to mean trade? And what are the criteria that we need to be looking at? Well, a lot of reversion to mean traders are looking at one thing, and that is distance. How far has price moved from the EMA? And that's great. It's important to know how far price is from the EMA. If you're trading back to the 200 EMA, how far has price moved? If it's only moved 10 pips, fine, it's not a lot. If it's moved 100, great. We might be looking for a reversion to mean trade. The trouble we've got here is that if we're at the start of a trend, or the first thrust away from that EMA, you could have a lovely move away, a small pullback, and then you continue moving away from that mean. As a reversion to mean trader, you're standing in front of the train and you're going to get crushed. Distance on its own is not enough to trade reversion to mean effectively. However, if we start to add more criteria, what about time spent away from the EMA? So how long has time been away from the EMA? How long has price been away from the EMA, and how long does price typically stay away from the EMA? If it stays away for 2 or 3 days and it's currently been away for 2 days, we might want to start considering the options of that returning back to the EMA. So when we start to look at these things, we can start to combine distance away, time that price has spent away from the EMA, and get a much broader picture of a legitimate reversion to mean setup. What we can also include, though, is the rate of change of the EMA. The 200 EMA, if you're trading back to that, 500 EMA, if you're trading back to that. These EMAs are not static, they are moving. And we need to understand how fast they're moving in relation to how far price is from them and how long price has been away from them. When we look at all three of these, we can start to calculate the probability of price returning back to that EMA in a profitable scenario for us as a trader from the current price level. Guys, I will go into this in more detail, but those are the key things. We cannot just look at distance. It is critical that we understand time, rate of change, and probability. Distance is a great start, but that's not enough. Let's look at more, and the scanner does that. Guys, if we look at it, there's just a quick summary. There are no third-party logins. The great thing with the scanner is it sits on your software, sits on your laptop, and you have access to it 24/7. Runs on MT4, MT5. In addition to receiving the scanner, you also receive the Pathfinder trading system, which is designed to work with the data the scanner provides us. It is extremely effective, and I look forward to working with it with you guys. The scanner does work with live streaming data, so every second all of the metrics are updating live in front of you. The reason this is so powerful is that if we are going to be trading on probability-based data, what is the point on trading on a Wednesday morning on Tuesday's data? What is the point of trading at 10 a.m. on 9 a.m. data? It's not live. What we need is the data right now as we're placing the trade. Are we in a highly probable situation or not? The other key aspect is once we're in a live trade, the scanner picks up your live trade position level and it starts to calculate the probability of success of that trade versus the EMA and the rate of change in live time, enabling us to effectively manage trade positions. And I go through all of this in a lot more detail in the advanced session of the scanner, and also obviously on the hourly Skype consult. Guys, I'm so confident that this software is going to change the way that you trade. It doesn't mean that you have to trade reversion to mean. It just means there's a whole host of ways you can use the data. It's incredibly powerful. I'm offering a trial for 30 days for only $7. That means that you're going to get the scanner, for full functional scanner, for 30 days for $7. You're also going to get a full download of the Pathfinder trading system, all the templates, all the indicators. You're also going to spend an hour, and if more is needed, more than that, on Skype with me to make sure that the scanner is running perfectly on your machine. You understand how it works, you know what you're looking for, and you understand how Pathfinder works in case you want to use the system. All of this for $7. I am so convinced that this is going to help you. I am extremely excited to work with you. I look forward to hearing from you. Please jump onto our website. There it is, chartsmart.co.za. We've got blog items. There's everything on the shop there. The resources include a whole host of videos you can watch as well. Jump on there. I look forward to seeing you guys. I hope this has been helpful. See you soon.